Hey guys, operations time again. I know it's been a little while here. We've been building the other side of the layout there, but I figured, hey, we're gonna run some trains over here today. So let's get fired up over here. If you recall from the last operations, we've had some yard work done, put together a few trains. Well, those trains all went out, except for one of them back there. It's the one with that hopper right there in the background and the yellow and brown boxcar. Those guys are going down to Huntington Beach and gonna get dropped off over at Soundtracks and Surfers Outlet. All right, let's go pick them up. Hope everybody's having a good, what is it, Monday? I think it's Monday. Let me check my watch. Yep, Monday. Anyway, I was hoping to do this video a little bit earlier, but you know, it was Father's Day and had all sorts of things going on for that. And then I just kind of got tired of working on the layout, you know what I mean? So I just kind of ran some trains, had some fun, and figure I'd at least record this one right here. So let's get the camera set down here. I got to turn out. I got to flip here before we short everything out. And kind of reposition some of the locomotives and my little box car, or not box car, what am I talking? Caboose and our cement hopper there. After doing all the painting on the other side of the layout there, ended up tidying up and cleaning up the layout. Let's see where we going here. So stuff got moved around a little bit. We're taking a local out again. One last trip here. We'll see if we maybe even do a couple of little pickups on the way. We'll see how this video goes. Right there, I think is good. Let's give him a little stretch here. Hey, looking good. And since we're heading down to Huntington Beach, let's take Mr. Torres. We'll get him out front. There we go. He loves going down to Huntington Beach. All right, we'll catch him on the inside. We're running quick here today. I think we're at the maximum speed limit here. We'll slow it down just a little bit here. Yeah, maybe we'll do a few pickups here while we're at it too. Kind of ad hoc here operations. Like I said, these three cars here we're pulling, those were the ones that we came up with our dice. We're slow on the horn there, Engineer Rick. Yep, honk for the horses there. Always bring it to a stop here. Get our turnout flipped. And I think we're good the rest of the way there. So if I remember correctly here, the hopper car and the yellow rail box car are going to Surfer's Outlet. The Kansas City Southern box car is heading over to Sound Tracks. And it looks like we're going to be doing some pickups. We'll head all the way down to Huntington Beach first. And of course we got to do a runaround over here. Anyway, while we're doing that, we can kind of peek over the top here and take a look at the new part of the layout. Ooh, looking good over there. Like a clean slate back there. Alright, let's stop over here. We'll get disconnected and do our quick run around. With these hopper cars. Holy smokes. You can see we already got two cars over here in the facility here, Jack Surfboards, otherwise known as Surfer's Outlet. I think we're going to be, let's see, what are we doing? We're dropping off a hopper and a box car. I think we're just going to pick these two guys up and swap the other two out there. So let's get back up and do our run around here. All right. Here's a quick camera battery swap there. Girls are still over here with Lance, having lunch. There's always an easy run out here doing these couple of industries. Not too much to think about. And doesn't actually take that long. Like I said, it's what, Monday afternoon, about 3:30ish or so. Pacific time, that is. And luckily it's not as warm as it was over the weekend. Oh, you know, we've got to stop there. Okay. So I figure I just do an easy run out here. Tell you what, that heat kind of drained me over the weekend though. Hey, while we're pulling up over here, I did have at least one one viewer ask about the ESU cab controller here and what I think of it. Thought about doing a review, but I think I already did one of those a little while back, so I'll just kind of show you what it's like. I like the fact that it's a little bit modern, you know, pretty much like using a smartphone, and it's easy to make consists because you've got all your locomotives right there, and you can see I've got LOA 32. That's our little consist of these two locomotives. And I really like the fact that it has the side buttons right here. These 4 side buttons, 2 on either side, are programmable and you can assign whatever function you want to them. So it makes for good single-handed operations here. Because I kind of show you what I do here. I've got the reverse, or sorry, I got the horn on that button right there. I have the reverse over here on this top button right here. So I don't know if you can see the lights there on the locomotive. And then that one right there is the brake. And then this one's actually the emergency stop, which I never use. So I might just remap that to like the bell, or maybe just an automated crossing horn blowing, that kind of thing. But anyway, that's one of the reasons that I do like the ESU cab controller. You know, I know you can have tactile buttons here on some of the other controllers and stuff like that, and that's probably just as easy. But I don't even look at the controller when I'm operating, right? So the controllers I usually just have it on my side, and I can control the whole thing using my thumb right here. So brake off and throttle up a little bit. I just use my throttle to go up and down a little bit right here with my thumb, so I don't even have to look at the thing. It also makes for easy filming because my other hand is holding the camera. Although occasionally I gotta, you know, put either the camera down or the controller to uncouple. And I'm sure the other systems, DCC systems, like, you know, NCE and all those other ones are just as good. Here we go, we got all our cars here. We're gonna pull those two out and we'll drop them off on the main line there, and then we'll do our two drop-offs. But anyway, I do like this because it's a little bit more modern, and you know, I don't know, it's easy to use, easy to set up too. Also, the unit is Wi-Fi, so you're getting Wi-Fi right out of the box. You don't have to screw around with, you know, adding all that stuff in, or getting specific controllers and stuff like that. Right there is good. Here's where I got to put my controller down so I can get in here and change our turnout. We got to come back here too. Fudge that. We'll change that turnout too while we're at it. And then brake off, take a look at my lights there, get in the right direction and power her up, or throttle her up. The one downside I can think of, or, you know, everything's got its pluses and minuses, with the ESU is it may be a little delicate. Like, I don't want to drop this thing. You know what I mean? Whereas some of the other ones may be a little bit, I don't know, sturdier. You know, this is a touch screen, so it's you know, prone to all of the same. Get this camera steady here. Holy smokes! Prone to, you know, same sort of a delicacy as your smartphone. Oh my goodness. These hoppers drive me bananas. But other than that, as long as you're, you know, careful. And it does come with a strap, although I rarely use it, especially when I'm filming. I do put the strap on my wrist just in case, usually. But when I'm filming here, as you can see, I had to kind of put it down, and because I'm kind of one-handed here, holding the camera with the other hand. But when I'm not filming, I do use the strap, put it on my wrist, just in case I, you know, accidentally let go of it or something. Otherwise, I'm kind of delicate with it. But I do recommend it, and yeah, I think I got mine off of Yankee Dabbler. I think it's like $3.99, you know, so 400 and some change there with the taxes and shipping and all that stuff. So you can't beat the price too. I think it's you know, a couple $100 at least cheaper than, you know, a wireless NCE setup or Digitrax. Ooh, right there's good. Perfect. All right, let's get them disconnected here. I'll try not to drop my camera. All right. Let's see, what else can I talk about here? We run up to, they're going to run up to Soundtracks and do our switching over there. Looks like we're going to be picking up a few cars and respotting one there that's in the off spot. Go ahead and stop right here. We'll close the turnout here. We'll make our way up. Yeah, people actually commented on the black fascia since I was, you said, painting black over there. And I ended up touching up this side right here too. I didn't do the whole layout with the black paint. Like I mentioned, this side down here is flat black. I used a satin over in the new section and, you know, kind of repainted the shelf unit that's up here and the valance, whatever the hell it's called. I can't say that word for some reason. And people were, at least a couple, I think a comment or two saying, why black, why not like, you know, some other color? Green. Everybody likes green for some reason, I don't know why. So, number one, I like black. I think it kind of makes the scene pop, and as you can see, when I'm filming like this, I can hold the camera just perfectly so that you don't see anything else other than our little production, our little stage here. This is like a play. It's like going to going to the opera, and everything around the stage is black, so it just kind of fades away, and all you see is the stage here, and that's kind of what we're doing. So that's my reasoning for using black, along with the fact that I think it kind of looks cool. It makes you focus on the actual layout and not, you know, everything else. Although people do tend to focus in on the locks. And if you don't know what the locks are for, they correspond to turnouts and or... Ooh, we didn't get them. I'll get back in there. We didn't get a good connection there. Come on. There we go. Now we got them. All right, we'll pull our two pickups up, which are these two. That kind of red CN car there. We're going to respot that back in with our drop off, the Kansas City Southern. But what else was I talking about? I can't remember now. I get easily distracted. Right there is good. Look at the, I got it. Reach around here with my controller. Hopefully nothing gets knocked over. We'll drop these two guys off, and then we're going to have to shove them all the way back down there to Huntington Beach and grab our other two pickups that we left down there. I think right there is good. Mr. Torres, you're not doing too much work there, I see. Leaving it all up to me. Ooh. I think we got enough room back there. Yeah, I was looking for my little yellow mark there. You can see one of the ties right there is yellow. Oh yeah, locks. I was talking about locks. People always notice the locks, or at least the new people, and you know, so they ask about them. But yeah, the locks correspond to either a turnout or a derailleur. And so, since on this line in the real world, all of the turnouts are manually thrown. Let me pull this one back just a little bit. So the conductor would get off the train, have to walk over to the turnout and unlock it, and then turn it, flip it, switch it, whatever you want to call it, and then lock it back up. So that's why I have those little locks there, and they're not connected physically to the turnouts. They're just on little eye bolts here. And so when I'm running the operations here and not filming, I actually go through the process. I stop, I reach down, I unlock the lock, and then and only then do I turn the turnout. And then I gotta lock it back up. It tends to kind of slow down the pace of the operations too. And you can get in here and just run, you know, as fast as you can and get the job done, get the cars in and out and all that kind of thing. But I want to kind of enjoy myself and model and recreate on my little stage here what happens in the real world. Fat fingering my buttons there. And so that's why I take my time, and just like a little operation like this, if you can imagine, having to stop, which we kind of do, and you know, but at least I gotta put the controller down and unlock the lock. It adds a little bit more, you know, slows down the pace of what I'm doing here. Right, I think we've got everybody that we're gonna pick up here. We'll head back down to Huntington Beach because we had our 2 pickups that we left over here. We got to grab them. You know, in the real world, Mr. Torres would be hanging on to the back of that car right there, and we'd stop over here. He'd get off and maybe flag the street there. And so I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, probably about 15 to 20 minutes or so, I'm guessing. But you can imagine that if we had to kind of do all that and slow things down, I can come out here for like 45 minutes and just do a simple operating session like we just did right here. And take my time, drink my decaf coffee in the evening. Usually have the TV on up there and watch a little YouTube videos or something on TV. All right, we're off. Now, while we run out of the layout over here, I think I'll cut it right about there, as we're gonna have to put all these cars into the yard, and then I gotta get the hauler out. They gotta take them out to, well, staging, except there is no more staging since the construction, so I think staging is gonna occur kind of in the yard, at least for now, until I get staging back up and running. I'll leave it over here with the horses. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not, all that good stuff. Till next time, take care.